Welcome back to the KOAM Morning News, 6:15 on this Thursday across the region. MoDOT camera, I-44 and range line. You missed it just a second ago. There was just a sea of vehicles going each direction here. Now all of a sudden they're gone as they move on to their next destination. 7th and range line looking pretty good as well. Check out that moon. It's a very bright beacon in the sky as we start our Thursday morning. So now it's time for some weather trivia. We want to know where this extra W came from and why there's not a space in the right spot. That's what we want to know. But really, we want to know, where would you find the windiest place on Earth? Please bear in mind, I have to type this by hand, and I'm not the world's best typer. Would you find it in Chicago, Libreville, Gabon, Padang, Sumatra, or the Commonwealth Bay of Antarctica? We'll tell you where the windiest place on Earth is here in just a couple of minutes. But first, let's talk about the forecast. We're looking at 30 degrees in Joplin right now. Feels like 24 with a wind out of the west-southwest at 6. So that's just a light breeze, and it will start to pick up as the day goes on. Across the area, again, chilly start for us. We got 29 Iola, Fort Scott, and Lamar, 30 Nevada, Carthage, Miami, and Chatopa. And as we take a look at what the wind does, that makes it feel like 20 in Iola, 22 Fort Scott, Nevada, feels like 23 in Lamar, and feels like 25 in Miami this morning. All right, take a look. MoDOT camera once again. I don't know where all those cars went. We saw them just a few minutes ago. It was a sea of vehicles in both lanes, and then they just went away. Well, we've got a green light from the weather department for your morning drive, as we'll be clear and in the 30s. So on the cold side, definitely use that heater this morning, unless you just really like the cold. And in that case, maybe put your window down. And then as you drive home, we're looking at a green light there. We got temperatures in the 40s, and of course, they'll begin to fall back as the evening progresses and the sun sets. Kids getting on the bus here in approximately 43 minutes. Looking at 30 degrees at 7 a.m. We'll have clear skies, west breeze at 10 to 15, could start gusting to 25, and those gusts to 25 will last with us through the day again today as we go to 44 by 3 o'clock, mostly clear, and 44 is our expected high today as we will be mostly clear but breezy, but otherwise a pretty fantastic January day out there for us. We head into tonight, and like last night, the winds will begin to calm down. We'll drop back down to 32 for an overnight low under partly cloudy skies. And as we look ahead to the weekend, still watching those morning shower chances on Saturday. They should be confined to our northern counties, and even then it's not a ton of rain. It's just going to be some isolated showers. 50, but then we've got a weak cold front coming through, hence the showers. And that, once we get on the backside of it, the winds will shift and we'll start to get a little bit colder. Down to 46 on Sunday, mostly cloudy, and will be mostly cloudy each of those days, unfortunately, but still mild and above average. So let's take a look at what the future track has to say about this. Clouds really begin to increase as we head into tomorrow morning. We'll start to see mostly cloudy skies across the region. Still not a bad day for us. And then as we head into Saturday, here's 6:30 Saturday morning. You can see the spin from the low pressure system, and it's parked right on top of us by Saturday morning, and then the cold front itself extending out this way, and then look behind it. Here comes those northerly breezes. So we're 46 by 6:30 in the morning, but check out Dodge City at 28, Goodland at 23. We're not going to get quite that cold, but it will cool down for us. These showers should kick out of here, and you see there's some wintry precipitation up by the KC Metro. Don't worry about that. That's going to stay to our north. We're not going to get that cold, but it is going to get chilly. After that, we stay pretty dry and clear until we start to head into next Thursday, where we could see some additional rain chances. All right, so where would you find the windiest place on Earth? Was it Chicago, Libreville, Padang, or the Commonwealth Bay in Antarctica? Well, if you happen to pick the Commonwealth Bay, you would be correct. As a matter of fact, based on average annual wind speed, let me get out of the way here. The Guinness World Records has recorded the average annual wind speed down there at 50 miles an hour, and the highest recorded down there was over 150 miles an hour. So thankfully, we are not going to have to contend with 150 mile an hour winds. All right, we're up to 48 tomorrow. We discussed the weekend with you, so let's talk about next week. Returning to the 50s. We're 10 to 15 degrees above average. Then there's that system Thursday. Could bring us some morning rain, maybe a rumble of thunder, but mostly rain. 48, and then after that kicks on out of here, we're back to the mid-50s to end next week, and our overnight lows for the most part staying at or above freezing. So 10 to 15 degrees above normal for our highs and about 5 to 10 degrees above normal for our lows. We got more of the KOAM Morning News right after this.